All right, perfect. Okay, we're back. Okay, I would like to add more tilted walls to this structure here. So let's do that. Something like this. Okay, then I would like to add another piece on this side. It's time to bring the cookie cutters so I can start actually cutting out these pieces into the tilted walls. Okay, I like this. It's kinda cool. Missing a little gap right there. That's fine. Okay, let's bring the cookie cutters. Actually, I think I don't have the one for the door, so I will just make it here. something like this. Hey, how is it going? Working on this. I'm not sure. We're thinking about like $20 or something like that. We will need to see. Okay, I think I got this piece. Nice. With this piece, I can start cutting into the other ones. Before I do that, yes, it's actually going to be only for PC. That's the idea. Okay, my PC got stuck saving. That's strange. I would like to change the pivot point. Yeah, the idea is to release it on PC first, because that's the main goal. But if the game, if people like the game, it will be very cool to release it to other platforms. But that really, it's a lot of work, like to release a game in multiple platforms. So for now, the main plan is just PC. I mean, I would love to be able to play this on Switch, on the new Nintendo Switch. That would be super awesome. Should I give this an angle? Not sure. It's a little bit early to talk about these things. Ryu is the one who's gonna like decide all of those things. All I know is that we are trying to release a playable demo for people to start testing and for people to start giving us feedback by August. That's like let's say the first kind of deadline we have. That's the main goal we have so far. I appreciate it. But yeah, we are still on very, very early development. I really hope we will be able to hit that mark. Yeah, we will need a lot of testing for sure, like a lot of testing. Okay, I think I got this piece going. And I would like to also bake it. Nice. So now if I come here and I cut this, now we have a tilted door. Which I think I had before, let's see. Oh yeah, I think I had that piece already. Let's see, this one. That's funny. Okay. So if I come here, oh, the pivot point is different. Oof. I need to change the pivot point to be here. So I'm just gonna copy this location into here. Nice, and now I should have this piece. Okay, cool. So if I come here and I want to change it there, right here, there you go. Now it changes. Nice. I need to do the same with the windows. So we can have windows on these tilted faces, tilted walls. That's gonna make the whole thing look way more interesting. To do that, I need to go get my my cookie cutter piece. It's like a little mesh I use to do the booleans with, so all the windows look the same. I need to use the same piece. I can redo it, but it will take more time and might change the outcome. So I'm gonna open the kit bash level right here. And here I got my cookie cutter, these two little pieces. I'm gonna bring them back to the main level. Takes a little bit to load. And with these pieces I should be able to cut through the walls. Oh yeah, this level is getting a little bit heavy. We have a lot of stuff going on here. Also the level instances, I think they make the level a little bit slower to load. Okay, so these two pieces, let's see where they are. Okay, I need to bring them somewhere here. Now with these pieces I can start cutting stuff. The thing here is it will be very nice to align them with this one, so everything is on the same place. Okay, I think that's nice. Something like this. And then I would like to change the pivot point of this so it aligns with these ones, just so I don't need to be placing this in the right place. So I'm gonna copy this location, paste it into the new pivot, and now they should snap nicely. If I go like this, pluk, 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 now they're part of the same grid. And this one, I also would like to give it this material. It's kind of nice to also just kind of like give it a good name, like static mesh sm underscore slum kind of window cookie cutter, something like that. I will find it much easier in case I lose this piece. I need to start doing that more often, start naming stuff, because if I don't actually have it on the level, it's gonna be almost impossible to find right next to a bunch of other pieces that you make, that I make in the process. Hola, hey, how is it going, Rio? So here, now we have this cookie cutter that I can push in here, and I think it is a 5-degree angle to give it that nice window. Yeah, I'm super excited about this area. Like I'm imagining like a bunch of cables and stuff like. Nice. So here I just want to cut it, so we now have a new piece. But before I do that, it's nice to do a duplicate so we can keep that pivot point there. So we go 1, 2, boolean, and then I would like to change the pivot point of this thing with this one. And now this new piece will be able to snap nicely. Okay, so we delete this one and we get this one here. Nice, so we can get rid of these windows, and here I can get rid of that, and I can go and snap this nicely like this. Now we have tilted windows and tilted doors, which I think I already had somewhere. It's funny. I think I made the tilted window, the tilted door twice. But yeah, that's nice. Then I can simply find this one and start changing it here, and these two windows can get deleted, and here I can just simply change the thing. Nice, now we have this very cool thing. And also it will be very cool to add these little holes on top of the walls. Something like this. Also, this piece I kind of want to like also just name it nicely. First of all, I'm going to make a duplicate and bake it here, and just gonna rename it like SM slums wall cookie cutter or something like that. That way I will be able to find it super easily. Also, it's nice to give it the yellow material, so it's again like easier to find. Now I'm gonna copy this location, paste it, and then is this in the center? Okay, so if this is 300 units, I'm gonna go 150. 1, 2, 3. This is the perfect center. 1, 2, 3. I think this is the center of the wall. So here, maybe a little higher. I would like to get the other wall as reference, just to see where I place those. It's a little higher. Yeah, it takes practice for sure to... I mean, I don't believe I'm super efficient. Sometimes I do... Yeah, sometimes I do waste a lot of time, but it's important to experiment and see what workflows work the best, and then try to work from there. Wow, it's taking a very long time to save. There's something going on with this today. So if we are in the center here, oops, I forgot to... I don't want to delete this yet. I would like this to... Yeah, this wall, I don't actually need it. Here I can move, if I move 50 to the right, 100, let's see, I'm on the edge. So 1, 2, okay, I think that's kind of cool. Let's see how it looks. I think it's centered. Okay, now I need to give it that angle. That angle is 5 degrees, but these 5 degrees, they need to happen exactly in the center of the pivot. So I'm gonna push this and try to get that pivot to be inside the wall. Something like that. I think that's... and then I go 5 degrees to follow the angle. There you go, of the wall. Okay, I think I got it there. Now we can simply go and instead of making 3 booleans, which is gonna create 3 different walls, I can simply come here and merge this together, and then yeah, let's actually continue with this workflow, which is editing the pivot, getting this location so I can reuse this cookie cutter on other pieces. So I can save myself this little work. So for example, I want to cut these same 3 holes on this other one. So I basically copy and push 300 units, 1, 2, 3, and that will cut the same 3 holes here. And those, actually, these sticks looks kind of cool, like by themselves. They give that kind of like, I don't know, like I like this thing. We could use that also as a variation. I will call this SM wall slums. First SM slums or slums, whatever, slums wall detail. And I will also add the cookie cutter word just so I can find stuff. Cookie cutter, just like that. That's actually kind of cool, like having those things stick out. It's kind of interesting. So I can have it. We will probably need to cut them a little bit, but it gives these very long shadows, which kind of like could look nice. Let's see what happens if I come here and do a boolean. That's very cool. Then we can have that also there if you want, or we can also just get rid of it and have this other variation. That's very interesting. Yeah, I can't wait to actually get into the details of this. Like I imagine like little cables, little pots, little pottery, have some little like plants, cloths hanging, cables, wires, stuff like that. It's gonna be super nice. This is so far probably one of my favorite areas. This looks so empty here. No. These villas also need a lot of work. Yeah, I think I spent too much time in this area. Adjusting little details and not actually like getting the thing to we need to focus on the main on the big pieces first, and then we can go smaller and smaller. Whoa, yeah, it's taking way longer to save. I'm not sure why. Okay, so the goal today is going to be to get this building a little bit more polished, and maybe work a little bit on these two, and then we will have 3 kind of like more finished buildings. And then I would really like to work a little bit on the layout, just to think about like, yeah, I really want to have narrow alleys, like super narrow. And maybe some of these buildings can be connected through like a wooden bridge or something like that. Wow, this area, seriously, like it's gonna be a maze. Okay, here, how can we place this stuff? Should we go try to get it inside? Okay, let's see how this works. And these wooden pieces, they don't need to be everywhere. We can use more of this stuff. This also looks very cool. I think I'm using too much wood everywhere. We need to maybe use less of it. For example, here it doesn't make sense to use wood. There's no access here. This is a roof, not a terrace. So using these pieces makes way more sense here. That's probably, you see, like I'm trying to set some kind of like design rules for this stuff that I can like repeat on every building. For example, I like the stairs to go around. I also like these things to go out like this. For example, the domes are going to be only on areas where the player has no access to. Here again, the wood doesn't make sense here because we have a dome. So yeah, I need to think about those things. Here I would like to add more diagonal stuff. Tilted walls here, to make it more interesting, because it's just like a very blocky tower. So let's see. Okay, here we are running into the issue that let's these tilted structures makes the thing a little bit harder, because we are getting outside of the 300 by 300 grid that we established. So we're gonna have issues like this, like 10 units, missing 10 units here, going 20 units out of the grid. Well, that's fine, even though we're using like trying to stay in the grid and trying to keep everything super super snappable and modular. I think it's nice to also have some freedom in this kind of like initial design state, in this phase, in the initial phase. It's nice to just experiment a little bit. And also yeah, just trying to come up with something very interesting. Here again, we're gonna have a little bit of issues in some areas. That's why I have just these pieces individually as well, so we can also use them to fit in those pieces, those areas. Here I'm not snapping completely to the wall. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, that's cool. This upper floor can also have some tilted walls. Just to break a little bit the shape. Yeah, I'm imagining like having wood in the edges of the doors and the windows. I think that will look very nice. All right, let's try to make actually this one. A little bit tilted. Let's see how that goes. Okay, I see that we are not. Oh, I forgot. Oops. So, I forgot. We need to change the pivot point of this piece right here. So I'm gonna go 1/5 T here. I want to change this pivot point with this wall location. Nice. So now that looks kind of fun. These tilted walls into a square, like that looks kind of interesting. I was not expecting this. Huh. Not sure if we're gonna use that, but that's another variation. So like you see, like even though if we are using modular assets, still we can do so much with them. There's no one specific way to use them. And here I will try to see if that's going to match. Maybe not, but I'll try to make it work here. Let's go all tilted. This might not work for this space. Because I think we don't have enough space to go fully tilted here. Let's see. I need to get this other piece. Where is this other piece? Right here. Something like that. This is this one. Hey, how's it going? This one goes there, and here I think I'm missing what? is this supposed to? Nice. What's going on? Okay, so we are going. We are a little bit off here, and a little bit off there as well. Let's see. Oh, nice. That's very good to hear. Here, we could probably turn down. Push down a column or something. You mean a partner for like a girlfriend or something, or like to work on your project? Nice, nice. Those are good news. Okay. I could probably push this to the edge like this. I'm not sure if this is gonna make sense, but might look cool. Let's see. I'm not sure about this. It feels like it's gonna fall down. We could add some holding structure here. I was actually looking at a construction video yesterday, and this construction worker was like, well, you cannot use smaller columns on the bottom. You can use them on the top, but not on the bottom. Like, you need to hold the weight of things. So this really does not make sense. Another solution could be like pushing this a little bit more. Let's see. Unfortunately, here we have a door, which I think that we probably need to close to be able to push this one like this. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm gonna close this door. The other option could be to push this to the side. Because now we end up with this space here. I believe this one could go here as well. I think I have this other corner piece. Yeah, what I'm not sure about is this thing here. How am I going to close that? Maybe with this piece? I think it is this one. And I have one of those here. No, it is, it doesn't need to be tilted, it just needs to be, it's a it's just a corner piece. I think I'm just gonna get basically this wall. That little space there doesn't really makes much sense. Okay. Okay, that's cool. It will be super cool to have. Now the windows are not aligned. Okay, that's because I have this piece here. it means that we should probably go like something like this. Oh damn, it's tough to work with these tilted pieces. In that case, I'm just gonna get rid of those windows. Okay, here we can probably just okay, it gives me that other gap there. Hey, very good, thank you. How is it going? Oh, nice. We got this going here. Let's see. I think it would be nice to add more of these details. Okay, now that I have these pieces, I think I can replace those. Yeah, it's time to clean up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just probably gonna focus on this one for now, and then I need to go back to the other buildings and polish a little bit. I think that's probably the best. Yeah, there's some stuff I need to clean up, but let's continue with this one for now. Thank you. Yeah, the program doesn't really matter. It's like the logic behind it. This is going to be the same in Maya or Blender or whatever program. the the logic is the same. It's about following the grid and coming up with pieces that align. Here we are dealing with 320 units, so I need to push it 20 here. Then I can copy this one. But for polishing, we do want to send these pieces to Maya so we can get them super nice and add more details to them. Okay, just gonna cheat a little bit here. They don't really need to snap perfectly. I just want to come up with an interesting idea for the building. No, we are not using Blender for this. Just Unreal Engine and Maya. Most of these pieces are made in Unreal, and then we send them to Maya to polish. For example, adding more details, more stuff like that. We could do that in Unreal as well, but just to clean up the topology and everything. These are just very basic pieces, but for example, if we want to let's see, this one was made in Maya. Still, it's like very basic. Like I could do this in Unreal as well. But we want to add bevels and little details like cracks and stuff like that. So once we get to make the whole thing work, like once we are very sure of what we want, then we go and send it back to Maya to just to polish everything. Make sure the topology is nice, the bevels, the UV mapping, everything, so we can start with the texturing. For texturing, we are planning on using triplanar textures with vertex painting. So it's going to be a little bit easier. Okay, here I will need to come up with my other piece. I'll need to set individual pieces here. But yeah, with the modeling tools in Maya, like, you can really do most of the work. I will say that for this style of art, like a little bit more stylized, I think you can really get away, because we have.
Yeah, that makes up my guess. Also, my friend of mine said that if you want to model some object and if it is simple, you can make it in Unreal modeling. But if you want intermediate and high level,
Yeah,
is suggested in 3D modeling tool.
yeah. If you're looking for something very very complex, like a character or something like that, you can definitely you will probably better use like ZBrush, Blender, Maya.
Fixed topology, UV, and vertices amount.
Yeah, definitely. But for like blocking out purposes and like structures and stuff like this, wow, you can really get away with Unreal. That's what I really wanna see. I wanna see how far can you take the modeling tools, because you can really do some very good stuff. I've seen there's a video on YouTube from Unreal Festival where the one of these one of the guys behind the modeling tools, he's doing a cup in 3D here on. He's modeling a cup, obviously in 3D. Using the modeling tools in Unreal, and he gets like very nice topology, so it's possible to really come up with complex stuff. It just like any other program, you just need to get used to it. But for sure it's very very cool stuff. Okay, that's very strange. Okay, this comes from that side. Okay. Yeah, the coolest part about this is that you are inside the engine already. Okay, this needs to be pushed a little bit more. You're already inside the engine and you're able to just see how things are going to interact with each other and how the lighting is going to affect the environment and the player and the size. Everything is like, also you don't need to be importing, exporting, and just saves you a lot of time. For the initial layout blockout, this is very nice. Like I really recommend people to use the modeling tools for the initial states, and then you can just send this to another program and continue working from there. That's what I have been doing. For example, at the beginning we started like very loose. We started very loose. I was creating like a bunch of different buildings and shapes, just coming up with ideas, trying to follow some concept art that was given to me. And then these pieces, these very rough pieces, were taken to Maya, where we started like figuring out, okay, we're gonna follow a 300 by 300 grid, and we're gonna start snapping things to every 3 meters or every 300 centimeters. And from there on, I started creating more pieces based on that grid. So now I'm trying to make everything kind of like snap to that. And then probably we're gonna try to take them back to Unreal, to Maya, to finish with the process. The most important thing actually is the pivot point when it comes to this kind of like modular pieces. It's all about pivot points. Okay, here I'm going out 100 meters, so maybe we can just fake that here. 100 centimeters. Also, another thing that happens a lot is that it becomes very restrictive. Like once you start like snapping things to the grid, you don't want to get out of the grid, and things become like very stiff. So sometimes you want to come up with like different shapes, but you want things to fit perfectly. So it kind of like hurts a little bit the initial design process. So that's something to take in consideration. Like it helps a lot, but also you need to try to be fluid while working with these pieces. It's like for example, sometimes it's okay just to get out of the grid and use these pieces in different ways. Here I'm missing 10 points. Okay, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it. That's probably the nicest thing about working in environments. Like, even though it's architecture and even though things are supposed to like match, like it also allows for to be a little bit more to have more freedoms with it. Sometimes characters, I think that working with characters, it's a little bit harder because you need to follow very strict topology guidelines if you want to animate them, and it's like like it really needs to be.
That is very good. I also like when I saw that Unreal has so much stuff that can be done inside of it. Absolutely, yes. I also read in books related with level design and game design.
Nice. Yeah, Unreal, it's super cool. Like now you can animate, you can rig, you can model.
Also, thanks to you, I did not even know that pivot points is that essential level design.
This whole project has been such a learning curve for me because I used to work. I used to do a lot of like natural environments, like just nature and a lot of kind of like organic stuff. So I was never so thoughtful about pivot points and snapping and working in a grid. Like I was just like coming up with. Oh yeah, that's very very cool stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty amazed. Like Unreal is becoming like the whole package. It's like becoming like the whole thing. Like I believe in a couple of years, it's gonna get very very good. Like you will be able to do entire games just inside the engine, like without needing to go out, without needing to export or import stuff. obviously, like there's always going to be specialized tools. Like ZBrush is like, probably the best sculpting tool there is. Maya is probably the best tool for animation. Blender is getting super good at everything, like Blender is super impressive. Like I really like Blender. But that's the thing with Unreal. Like you can see things in real time. I'm not sure if they're gonna integrate stuff like that, but we do have a lot of tools already, which are getting very impressive. Like I was creating some low poly zombies with a text to image and then image to 3D, and I was like, whoa, these results are not bad at all. Obviously it's not gonna give you like super great topology or whatever, but like it's kind of cool. Like you can use that as a starting point to model on top, like a base, just to get the initial proportions and stuff. So I was like, this is not bad. Kind of feels like 3D scans, like you need to clean them up after you do like a 3D scan or a mocap animation. There's always a need for like rotting 3D. Is that the texturing tool? Let me see. Oh, Rodin is the text to 3D. Yeah, this one is good. I use another one which is it's called a Hugging Face. I have a short video on my YouTube that I basically it's just a repost from I forgot the name of this guy, Smart Poly. I give him credit on the video. He came up with this. He made a video talking about this, and I used that, and it's very, very impressive. Yeah, Rodin 3D, it's cool. I think I used it once. There's this other. Nice, yeah. There's another tool from NVIDIA. I'm not sure if we have access to it. I think it's just in development yet. But I saw a video of it, and it really gets like good topology, like very impressive topology, and I'm like, whoa, okay. That's super cool stuff. But yeah, like I'm very interested in learning modularity. Right now, that's probably like my biggest motivation in 3D, like making modular environments, because very soon we will be having a lot of PCG graphs that use grammar, so we could actually make buildings from PCG, like the procedural content generator. There's this plugin that Procedural Minds talk about. He's a very nice YouTuber who goes deep into PCG and making buildings and stuff like that. And this plugin, it's a free plugin that comes with a lot of logic for PCG, and they have like dungeon generators, building generators. It's complex to use. Like it's not so straightforward. Like for just it really requires some understanding of PCG itself, but it's cool because I know that these tools are going to become more and more friendly, and we are going to get to the point where it's like, okay, here's the graph, now just get your meshes in there. The meshes need to have these measurements, and you will be able to propagate and create like many variations of the buildings. So for example, these buildings that I'm coming up with, definitely he's super nice. But at the same time, like Uh, I've been researching a lot about PCG and grammar and stuff, and the end result that I see is not so impressive. Like, people come up with procedural graphs for buildings, and at the end they come up with like a cube building, and it's like, okay, it's procedural. You can tell it how many windows, doors, and things are going to have, but I can build that in, if I have the modular pieces, I can easily build that in like in an hour maybe or less. So the end result, it's not so creative. Let's say it's not so impressive, because it's like I don't see much variation in those buildings. It's just like the same cube building, right? You can make it an L shape or I shape or extend it or make it wider, but there's not much variation. I can give it way much more variation just working by hand, but we are getting there pretty soon. I know that these graphs are going to get better and better and more advanced. There's another guy, I forgot the name of his YouTube. He makes buildings, and he figured out to make the roofs of the building, so you can play with more variation using the Megascans modular assets and stuff. But yeah, it's super impressive, like just coming up with the interiors and everything. But at the same time, like the thing I don't like yet is that you end up with this like very procedural feeling of just very repetitive stuff, like repetitive everywhere, and it's like it feels generated, it feels procedural, and that's what I don't really like. Maybe that's a good starting point. Maybe you can grab that and just edit it after and just start adding variations by hand, or right, but it's coming soon. Is that YouTube? Oh, is this a Steam game? Oh wow, this looks super cool. Hey, that's super nice. Oh, that's super nice. There's another game that is super impressive. Talking about procedural games. Oh, there's a demo. Nice. I'll love to check it out. This one looks very cool. I will wishlist it for sure. This item is no longer available. What? Okay, I clicked on something else. There's another game that is like fully procedural and like hand painted, and it's just super nice. I forgot the name. Damn it. No. This one got me very, very impressed. It's like a medieval kind of castle builder, like hand painted modular. Okay, there you go. Tiny Glade, I think it is. Let me double check if this is the game. Yes, Tiny Glade. That's another one I want to try. Like, that's some serious procedural stuff right there. Like, that's super impressive.
There is also very much games which uses algorithm for stylized building games.
Like this stuff right here, like you know, like if they release these tools for Unreal Engine for environment artists, wow, like I don't know what engine is this made, like cozy, no, it's Tiny Glade. Tiny Glade, is that PCG, is that like Unreal Engine? BVECS. Oh, okay. They used a self-made engine written in Rust. Oh, okay, okay. They're dealing with some serious stuff right there. I think they made their own engine for Tiny Glade. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Yeah, this is the one I'm referring to, like Tiny Glade. Super impressive stuff. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was Bully OT. The wind blew up the bow. Her bow deep down. Oh, blow my bully boys down. Blow. The tongue twister. Yeah, tiny glade is super cool. You mentioned another one. Let's see. Hey, Harry. Where is it? Algorithm stylized building names. I think I missed a message here. Well, yeah. That's something very excited. Like very exciting. I really hope more tools like that are going to come up, come out. So artists like me, because you know, like I like PCG. Like I've done very basic graphs in PCG, and I think it's super cool. But I believe it's like not for everyone. It's like it really takes some effort to make a nice PCG graph work. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, at the end of the day, these PCG graphs they need a mesh to work with, right? Like they need a static mesh to actually spawn something. So that's what I want to focus on, like creating very nice static meshes that learning modularity, learning how to snap all these things together. So when I do get my hands on these graphs and I start learning like these graphs, nice. I can really just start building stuff with that. That's very cool stuff. Another thing I'm realizing about modularity is that because you're pushing them too hard. Oh, nice. I need to check it out. I think I do have that brutalist office pack. That's super cool. It reminds me of this game, um, this office bureau. How do you call it? Control. That's a nice game. I really really like that game.
Maybe 100 square kilometers are too big to foliage stronger. Happy face.
Yeah, remember the other map I was working on, the stylized kind of like medieval map? Yeah, definitely I learned my lesson. Be careful with PCG. Also, it's not how much stuff you spawn, but what settings do your foliage have? You know, if you're gonna go like full render settings on them, like it's gonna be very heavy. And also the, how they call it, the Collins distance.
Or desk/furniture that when you move it around, the construct is dynamically changes the meshes populated on that actor. It's cool.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I really want to get into this tool that this plugin that Procedural Minds mentioned on one of his latest videos. They already have some graphs.
The trees are all pitch black.
Yeah, because they have already a couple of graphs established, so it's super nice. Because I do want to, like, you know, come up with the logic, like you know, like it would be super cool to draw some like straight splines and start getting like rooms generated. That's a nice topic.
Foliage is the second most annoying thing I deal with. .NET resorted to hand placing single instances one at a time. It takes longer, but with reference material to look at, it can be worth it.
Yeah, I do believe that hand placement, it's the best thing you can do. It takes time for sure, but the outcome is just like you have total control of everything. I'm trying to come up with this approach where, for example, I want to generate this kind of like stuff. You see, like these super rough structures. I would like a PCG graph that just comes and randomizes that for me, and I can just change the seed and be like, oh, I like this, oh, I like that, okay, bake, boom, it gives me the static mesh, and then I can go in by hand and start modifying from there. So it saves me the time of just coming up with the base kind of like structure, but then I can start modifying. Then, for example, having this window here, and this window I can have a little kind of slider, and I can go, give me window variation 1, window variation 2, give me these holes here, no, give me these sticks, put a roof here. So I can have a slider with different variations, and I can go kind of like piece by piece modifying the whole thing, but it's more like just it's still like I have full control over it, but it saves me the effort of just going by hand and placing things. That could be super sweet.
Have you seen Bunker City? Amazing.
Vontra City.
Isn't there a static mesh PCG actor? I could have sworn there's an actual plugin that does that, but yours sounds way cooler. Honestly, LOL, put it up on that when you get it working. I gotta have it.
No, I don't know. Vontra City. Is this a VR game? Looks super futuristic. Isn't there a static mesh PCG actor? I could have sworn there is an actual plugin that does that. There is a plugin that. Nice, nice. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. The Ultra City. There's a plugin, Procedural Minds. This very cool YouTuber. He has a video on it. He says that it's not like super easy to use, but it's just gonna. It's like on very early access, and they have like dungeon generators. I do have a spline to basically spawn meshes, but it's like a fence spline, right? It's just like you drag and start spawning. Yeah, he's super cool. We had a little chat on one of his live streams last time. He has this. He was talking about this very nice plugin. I really wanna see how that goes. But yeah, it's pretty cool for sure. Something that I really want to get into. That's very cool. Oh. Oh, it's very cool. Yeah, that's so nice. Yeah, I can't wait to add more detail to this environment. Needs to be more rectangle this roof, or what are you talking about, Ryu? Yeah, I also think it's might be too. Yeah, you're right. I need to come up with like shorter. Mm-hmm. Stuff like this. Yeah, it'll be super nice to. It will be super nice to come up with some shapes to, like simple just cubes to see how much space we are actually gonna leave.
Be longer. That is fine. I think this and that serves a purpose. It's all good.
Like here, like like it will be super nice like to have like super small kind of like narrow alleys like this. Well, I cannot play on this build, but like imagine stuff like this where you need to go through and there's gonna be cables hanging and like you can like walk from one to the other and then like narrow kind of like entrance here and there's some stairs and like I'm not sure, like maybe this is too narrow, but that'll be super cool.
Yes.
And I think that the
I love it. You overhear walking me make that say such pretty. LOL.
and I would love to have like the market going into the slums, like like the market cool end, like so we don't have this fence blocking the market from the slums. There's actually like some kind of like vendors right next here of the slums, like maybe some down here and stuff, and you go from this area there. But yeah, I have these 3 buildings. I think I'm gonna. That's nice. I think I'm gonna like try to, polish this a little bit, finish this, and then we can like probably get rid of these blocks and just add cubes and start like figuring out the layout of this village. And then maybe I can get these ones duplicated and start deleting pieces, start cutting these down and modifying. Or maybe just making it from scratch. Yeah, these are a little bit. We could have those details, but a little bit shorter. Way shorter. That's too much. I cannot scale them. I need to actually, modify them. That's my cookie cutter to get these kind of like holes in here. All right, it's 9 p.m. Hopefully I'm really trying to go. Hey, what's up? That's nice. Multiplayer, definitely challenging. I really like this detail here, like this kind of like entrance. These other details. Here we don't need to have wood. Here we need to have that decoration. Yeah, wish I could play. Do you know? Do you know, right? If the new build is working? I mean, can we do the thing that we did last time, where I can you can build a version for me? Cause I think I don't have the the prerequisites. The you know the thing that I need to make the build.
Yes.
Nice.
I will do that now. LOL.
Yeah, I'm running out of disk space. Oh. Yeah, it's funny because this this thing, it really depends on where the door is. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. I let's see. Nice. It's been 2 hours, and I'm feeling a little bit tired. I went to bed um, pretty late yesterday, but I woke up early today. I'm trying to like switch my schedule, so I think that I'll try to go to bed today a little bit earlier. I kind of want to start waking up early to take advantage of this month. Yay, this is gonna look so nice. Like these pieces, like once we get them finished, like I would love to add like little cracks, like little imperfections on the edges, like bevels and stuff like that. Then with the triplanar and vertex painting materials, they're gonna look super nice. I mean, we can even have like wooden edges here, like wooden edges. Yeah, that's very true. We need to do more rectangle stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. This is a very kind of like blocky stuff. This is the very kind of like it's the very rough blockout, but once we are very happy with this, we gonna send it to Maya and really get that nice detail going. We could even yeah, and like the set dressing as well, because I want cables, I want like wires, hanging clothes. Yeah, I want like a cloth simulation, like I want pots with little plants and yeah, that could be very nice. Carpets, I want um, uh, stuff here like curtains, stuff like that. We can add like little grass, kind of like little foliage growing on the edges. Yeah, it's it's really gonna look nice. Damn, it's huge. We need to, Ryu. We need to really think.
His house, watching P0 already.
We do need to take advantage of these buildings and this space. We need to add NPCs, and we need to somehow encourage the player to go on exploring there. To maybe I don't know, like yeah, we need to make a quest where he needs to go around like different areas, a little bit like Pokemon, right? Like where you need to talk to like a bunch of NPCs, and somebody's gonna give you an item, somebody's gonna tell you like a clue for the next quest, or
You like the idea of hanging wires in the pole.
yeah.
Okay, it is confirmed. Is watching furry stuff.
We're gonna use the he he has a furry costume drying outside. Oh, that's funny. We're gonna use the fox model you made for the Christmas game jam.
We can make a video of the fox.
That fox model that you made for that other game, we could probably make enemies like that. That would be fun. Oh my god. Oh.
Brody said he would have wires but not the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know if we are going to make the fox an enemy, but we will see. Once we get this movement set up for the main character rework, I will work on getting new mobs in.
Oh, you need to. I guess you.
Animation speed should fade, so when it gets here I will do the scenes for the dream world.
The cutscenes for the dream world. What do you mean? Dream world.
You don't know. Look at the dream world LOL.
Is it another level?
It's a level.
Okay, let me check. Let me check.
I hope you had footprints on set.
Oh yeah, definitely. Little dust and stuff like that. Nice. Oh, that's where you using this thing. Oh.
These are the three things.
Oh, I see. We got red, blue, and yellow.
When you start the game, you start here. This is the scoring element.
Oh, nice. So we do have a. We need more edge loops on this. But it's looking pretty cool. Nice, we are using this thing. That's pretty cool.
That was a test outcome. To see what we're after, it doesn't so well LOL when animated to plot.
Nice. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I was thinking about that today. I was like, oh, that would be super cool. Like,
Demos feel that will be much later, once the game is popular.
yeah, we need to add references to Wind Waker, Zelda Wind Waker.
Messages level as the new NPC. Sorry, new PC.
What do you mean by PC? I'm bad with acronyms.
So when you get bored, you can take a look. The new PC, player character.
Mm.
Believe that shaky effect to those clothes. This one will matter, and animations that are new and realistic, as well as the new item and armor equipment system.
Nice.
Box field, we already have that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot play on this particular build because we got some changes in the code. So I need to rebuild or.
The automatic grass grow when it refuses to stop. Easy. Change the landscape paint brush size to 65,535. Paint the whole map with dirt, then simply remove the dirt again. Grass will stop.
the hacky tricks for foliage tools. Yeah, we do have clothes. Super nice clothes. It's just that I don't have the.
So you both are working on this project together.
Yeah, this is Ryu's project. He started this project like a year ago or something like that. But for a game jam, and then I joined in to help with the environment. Also, he's working with other two programmers, and we October 23. So it's not. It's been a little bit more than a year. But pretty cool progress. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the new ability system. That will be super cool stuff. just having more abilities, that will be super nice. Like I can't wait to be able to perform different attacks and stuff.
5 months. I didn't even touch it. LOL.
Okay, that's good to know.
Doctor said I may have a frozen shoulder. Surprised face.
Frozen shoulder. Oh damn it.
Working as a solo dev for my multiplayer project.
Nice. What is it about? Is it like a shooter game? I think you. I'm not sure if I'm confusing you with somebody else.
It's more of a funny game.
Nice. A. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, I'm running into an issue here. A. Mm, okay.
It's like loot before actual battle and return to battle zone or die with multiple modes and funny bot behavior.
It's like a loot before actual battle and return to battle zone or die with multiple modes and funny bot behavior. Funny bot behavior. Nice. Something like, I mean, I'm not sure if that's a good comparison, but like Among Us. No, Among Us is not the right one. There was this game where you like kind of like push people, and it's like a kind of like a platformer race kind of thing. Oh no, I cannot play because it gets crashed. No. Totally forgot. Oh, I really like these buildings. Yeah, I would really like to do a recap on all the buildings that I've done. Fall Guys. Yeah, it's about falling. Yeah. Totally forgot. Today the water flux is looking great. Sherry, this is a good example of how the water flux should look like. The other day it was kind of like glitching a little bit. Nice. This was the first building I came up with.
But it's a whole new game that has modes like Fox and here with darkness and floor is lava.
Nice. That sounds very fun.
The water looks fabulous.
Yeah, it's a plugin called Waterflux. Super expensive plugin that allows you to do water simulations and bake them for games. What do you? That's what I said. Fluid flux. It's a Souls-like. Oh damn it! Okay, yes, you guys got me. Fluid flux. Yes, I'm a little tired. Probably gonna have some food and going to bed. Uh, yes, fluid flux is the name. um, so yeah, it's a this game is I'm not sure about like RPG. I'm not sure about calling this an RPG. You do get armor, but I don't think we have a skill system where you progress your skills, right? Like a skill tree or kind of like skill points. I don't think we're gonna have that. So it's more like a kind of like a Souls like where you get better gear. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to unlock the abilities in a progression system, or you're gonna have them. It will be very cool to defeat arenas and you get a new ability per arena. That could be. Well, yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You don't need skills to. You're right. You don't actually need to have a skill tree. Oh, that's how you. Okay. And what about the abilities? Like, do you want to? Oh Jesus, that's too much stuff. I'm like, oh no, feature creep. Yeah, it's about exploring, fighting, getting better gear, and defeating enemies in different arenas, so you can make it to the final arena. And there's also underground dungeons, mines, and there's going to be also quests. But about the abilities, do you think that, like, for example, like if you want to have like a charge, I mean, what's the word? Jumping attack or kick or stuff like that. Do you think we should probably unlock them with from the beginning or just little by little? Oh, we have an issue here. Yeah, also it's gonna be a little bit weird, like, oh, now you can kick. Oh, now you can.
You die often. I think you should add some imperfections to the buildings.
Yeah, that's definitely coming. That's definitely coming. But we're going a little by little, because we are still on the initial kind of.
Let the players cheat to fall under the ground and drown. Laughing face. You lose health when you die, which is the currency for how you upgrade things. Might also drop all carried currencies.
Yeah, well, we need to think about a penalty, but not make it too right. Not too. We don't want to punish the player too much, because then. Well, I'm not sure. Like we could have different difficulties, or because like maybe a percentage of the gold.
You don't make everything available from the very beginning, cause it would no longer be fun to unlock something new. It's a souls not LOL. We will balance them. Everything is available at the start, except for the backpack. Simple human behavior which keeps us stuck to a game. There is no leveling in this game. Would it be mean to let the player carry his own dead body through the game just to resurrect him? Laughing face.
That's crazy.
The thing that keeps you stuck to the game is skill and gear hunger. Imagine a Minecraft with everything unlocked for that be fun.
Yeah, I do believe that we could have a, like, I know.
Not all players are good. You have to find it. You don't gain new punch power.
Yeah, I think
Find skill, and now you can make better things.
I think unlocking, like, besides the backpack, unlocking different abilities will be nice. Like, imagine, like, you defeat an arena, and then they tell you how to roll and stuff, and now you can roll from there on, and the other guy,
No different for this game. Find a new weapon. It hits harder. Voila.
like, unlocking, like, for example, like a jump attack after defeating one arena. It's kind of like cool, like, you see your enemy doing it on that arena, and then you learn from your enemy and you start copying it, and then you are able to do it yourself.
I appreciate the ideas. Those ideas make the game like HTTP 15,000 other RPGs that are already out there.
But there is a good argument on not giving everything.
Makes the game different is the systems. Change the systems to be like every other game, and voila.
No, but I think there's a good argument on not giving everything to the player at first. I know the backpack.
RPG that is like everything else.
Hmm.
Bro, being different is not always the best thing out there. Knives, swords, spears should not have a fixed ATK. The ATK should be calculated by the sharpness of the blades. Shrugs asterisk is also not bad LOL. Sorry to say, but your idea is a bit awkward. LOL. This does not mean So understand the taste.
No, but like,
I've played fluffer games for 30 years. Doesn't mean I want to listen to them on how to make a game. LOL.
no, no, but we need to test and see how it feels, like the progression system and stuff. It might make sense.
Taste is not the definitive taste. What you like is valid, and that is cool. Love that you have your own style.
It might make sense to.
Sorry if it sounds mean, but you should maybe add some objects which you can unlock as you progress. Add
There's
an object then to other projects. Let people make what they want to make.
there's
It doesn't sound mean. It's an idea, and that is fine. Ideas are allowed and great.
there's the armor progression, and there's the uh,
Ha 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 ha, games before 30 are the same as games nowadays. Just because I don't go with your idea, doesn't mean I am wrong. You really should tell the players where the most chat activity is so they can join the more active stream. Also doesn't mean you are wrong. You will play what you like, I will make what I like, and we will go from there.
yeah,
Sure thing.
I'm not sure which one is. I think the vertical is always the most active.
If you play the game and like it, brilliant. If you play it and don't like it, that is cool too. Nobody is harmed and nobody is hurt. It's your project, do whatever you want. I was just giving some tips.
I think it.
Just have both open.
Yeah, I think it comes down to testing. We need to really test it with a lot of people and see what people think. You know, like at the end of the day,
I appreciate your ideas.
at the end of the day, um, like you know, like that's the thing about games. Like it's nice, right, to do your own game and do whatever you think is best, but you're also making a game for others to play, right? Like, so you need to think about like what other people are going to.
These were decided about the idea, and that is cool. However, I am making what I am making, and I will make it as I expect it to be. If I need to switch it, I will.
Yeah, that's I mean, like I really wanna, I
I'm
really
not sure if I will love the gameplay of this game, but I will for sure love its locations and maps.
I
If I
really.
wanted to make games for others to play, and only focus on that, I would make furry porn. I am making a game that I would enjoy, that isn't already made yet. Smiley face. If others vibe on that, coolio. If not, well, I will cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, I really hope we can like um I really want to hit the August deadline for the demo. I would really like to have a demo by August, so we can really start testing, like getting like.
I am not going to kill the core concept of the game. Without feedback though, that's the point I am making.
Yeah, we need to get it on the most amount of people.
Well, if things go the way they are looking, I will hit that deadline a lot sooner. We shall see what life has in store. LOL.
Yeah, I well.
But schedule my open life
Yeah, we still have some time until August, but definitely, uh, definitely we need to work a lot.
So will this game contain metahumans or what?
No, we have our own characters, very cool characters. It's not a realistic game. This is going to be stylized, cartoony. The characters look something like this.
Why would it contain metahumans?
So something like this. Very cartoony, stylized. Uh, yeah, meta human won't really fit in here. Cause let's see what we are on, just starting February. So we got February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. We got 6 months until August. Half a year. I think we can definitely hit it. We can definitely hit that deadline.
Will be ready by 8 p.m.
I well, I like it's I wish like I hope, but it's kind of difficult to know. Difficult to know because we still need to get a lot of things together. Yeah, that's a great idea. We do have a little bit of that going on here. That's really gonna gonna look nice. Also, I would love to add wood for the edges of things. For example, the edge of the door, the edge of the window. I think that will look very cool. This is this is still very rough, but that's where things will get very interesting. Like once we get everything together, and we can start actually. I love swamps. I really love swamps. That yeah, I don't know why I find them so interesting. I really like swamp environments. I actually worked on a swamp environment a couple of months ago. It took me a long time, that project. I have it on my art station. Very cool stuff. We don't have swamps for this island, but I mean like it would be cool to have a little swamp here. I'm just feature creeping right here. It's like, yeah, let's add a swamp right here on the lowest area, just a little bit here. That's funny. Because we do have sewers. I love sewers, like the sewer system. Let's see.
I'll be careful, there are witches out there.
We have a huge sewer system. Yeah, this one, it was crazy. Like I totally forgot about this. I made like the whole connection. Like it goes all over the island. It's kind of hard to see. I need to probably turn off some stuff, but yeah, we got some underground things going. We got a dungeon, some mines, a frog cave that goes somewhere around here. Oh, we don't have any lights in here. Oops, I think they didn't got transported. Oh, yeah, cannot really show it right now. I need to, oops, to add some lights. Let's see, I'm gonna just attenuation radius. Okay, there you go. Now we can see a little bit. Cool. White light looks interesting. I had yellow light, but I kind of like it. Oh, we got it. The hole got closed in here. Why is that? Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah, the landscape. We need to make a little hole in the landscape. No problem. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. But yeah, we have this super cool stuff going on here. It goes down. Yeah. It's we need to basically change the landscape visibility, paint a little kind of like, you know, in gap in there. So we got that, and we got some mines somewhere here. I think yeah, I should probably delete these buildings. I do have them copied over the other. I like the base. I'm keeping them here because I do like the base. Because once I get back on working here, I would like to use the base and change the stairs like you have them here. But the base I made there is very solid, so I would like to use the base and start making these kind of buildings. But this area is after the slums. So the mines, they go over here. We do have the lights here, nice. We're gonna have some very cool crystals. I like the yellow lights here. I think they were blue before, now they're yellow. Oh, and again we need to make a hole. yeah, that'll be amazing for sure. And we have a goblin cave somewhere around here. It really depends on how we work with it, right? we can make different quests, and like we can be smart on how we use the map, so it has replayability. Wow, it's taking very long to save. I don't know why is that. Oof. It's taking super long to save. That's strange. Wow. Never had this issue before.
It will be single player for a while. Multiplayer will only be in the arena. When we open up more islands, maybe. Bro, you have 1,576 plus files. How about adding furry Easter eggs?
Oh yeah.
Save more often.
Yeah, probably because I don't know why I have so many changes. Where are these changes coming from? Like I Hey, what's up? I don't know why I have so many changes going on.
Even save files. 1,759. That's crazy.
I saved not so long ago. I don't get it. Why I do I have so many.
Pretty fast.
I don't know what happened. All right, let's see. Hopefully it saves.
You just need to refresh PCG stuff. Chevy to the levy. Sorry, I meant Fury.
Okay, we are all saved. Nice.
Jeez.
Okay, cool. We got it.
Like Rage from God of War. Yes, indeed.
That's funny.
Till the levy is dry. Do you know of any way to use Blender hotkeys while blocking in Unreal? I'm really fast in Blender, and feel so slow in Unreal.
Blender hotkeys.
The screen call me. I will walk you through the new file build stuff.
New file build stuff. You want me to?
Bringing in Blender blockouts when exporting FBX is a time sink too.
Yeah. The thing with Blender is that, well, it's a very like hotkey driven software, which is super nice because you can get very quick at it. But Unreal, the modeling tools are a little bit different. So. Yeah, I will do it the other way. I will block out in Unreal with very simple shapes using the modeling tools in Unreal, like trying to use the grid and snapping so you can. Yeah, the tools are different, so it's gonna be a little hard to achieve it. So I will start blocking out in Unreal. And then export your blockout to Blender and basically continue in Blender. I think that's probably a good workflow. That way you will get the main shapes in Unreal. You can test it in your level and stuff, and then you can polish that on in Blender. Just to get like the main proportions and stuff.
Thanks. That makes sense. I'll try going the other way. Log in Unreal and go to Blender.
Yeah, because I don't really think there's going to be like a way to bring all the hotkeys to Unreal, since the modeling tools are way different and Blender modeling tools are way. Yeah, snapping. It's yeah, it's a great thing to understand, like pivot points, snapping, the measurements, like what measurements Unreal uses centimeters, what measurements are used in Blender. Yeah. I mean, the exporting part, if you're dealing with a bunch of pieces, it can get very tricky for sure. But if you're using like one single mesh, you can simply import it once and then just simply go right click and re-import the asset right here, re-import, and it will just re-import the new version. That's like the most kind of like easiest way to do it. But if you want to deal with a bunch of different files, for sure, like having a plugin or something like that will help. But so you don't need to be in that process of exporting and importing. Maybe Blockout in Unreal, then refine in Blender, and once you have it finished, you send it back to Unreal. Just make sure that you are using centimeters in Blender so the scale of your models match perfectly and you don't need to rescale stuff or anything like that. And I think that's gonna help you a lot. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. This project is called Imperium, a Gladiator Adventure, and it's a project I'm working with Ryu and 2 other programmers. It's a Souls-like gladiator game where you need to defeat enemies, get better gear, defeat arenas, and it's a melee fighting game, and it's going to take place in Rome in 2070. So it's gonna have like futuristic elements and stuff like that, but still trying to still kind of like using the Roman architecture and referring to that kind of like Roman culture, but adding a little bit of like futuristic elements to it. So they will have electricity and something like that. So this is kind of like the style. Yes, I wish I could show you the characters. Unfortunately, I need to get the new build for the game. But we got very cool armor, we got very cool weapons, and it's and some very cool NPCs. We have skeletons, goblins. There's going to be like frog people, other gladiators. Master map. Okay, let me see. You mean the arena test? Is it Infinite Arena 1 or just a level test arena? Oh, okay, let me check. Master Open World. Okay, let me check. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, let me just make sure that. Okay, I get the same issues. I think I won't be able to play. Yeah, it's gonna crash most likely. Oh no, it's working. Nice. Oh, I want to jump in. Let me jump in. Nice. Is it 4? Armor here is not 4. No, right? Not reappearing. Oh yeah, well, this is probably not the best thing to show right now, but because we don't have armor on the, we don't have the other like rolling and jumping and all the other stuff. Yeah, probably this is not the best thing to be showing right now. But yeah, this is going to be the character. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot show the armor now. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it here and go have some food. So I appreciate you guys being here, and I I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, hopefully, continuing with this map. Let's see if I can push to get the latest version. I mean, to pull to see if I can get the latest. Ryu, do you mean like do you want me to make a build, or do you want me to get your build?
Thanks for sharing those. Very cool to watch.
I appreciate it. Thank you for chatting and hanging out. Wow, the main map is taking super long to load. I'm not sure why that is going on.
I sent you the link.
You send me the link. Oh. Oh, okay. I need access. I send you I need access to access that Google Drive file. All right. Let's see. Yeah, really want to push this little village to continue adding details and little stuff. That will be super cool. But first, the layout. First, the main layout of the whole thing. I think we already experimented with the shapes. I think it's working nicely. Now I'm gonna take a step back and work on layout, and then once we get the layout, then I will jump back to this. And once we get the final thing approved, then we can start actually polishing and getting little details in. All right. Have a great one, everyone.